Okay, so we're in fourth period. Mariana asked a question about how to do the problems on this page. We were talking about the difference between number 1 and number 3. And number 1, everything is simplified on each side. But on number 3, it's not simplified on this side, nor is it simplified on that side. So let's simplify each side first, and then we can solve. So these are like terms, and y'all can talk to me because it's kind of cool to hear the people in the background talk. Anybody know what 3x minus 6x is going to be? Negative 3x. Good. Minus 2. Okay, now I need to simplify the other side. Do you know where the like terms are?
It's 1x.
1x and 2x. Good. And it's negative 1x. So I have negative 1x and my 2x. What is that going to give me?
1x.
Good job. And I bring down my 3. Now, Mariana, this problem looks like number 1. And so the way I finish this problem is the way I do number 1. I see like terms, but there's a difference in the terms. I have like terms on different sides of the equal sign. See, at first they were on the same side. But on this one, they're on different sides. So the question is, what do you do when they're on different sides? You have to cancel it here, so change the sign from positive to negative, so I'm subtracting it. Now it disappeared. It's gone. So what you do to one side, do to the other so that it can come back, or so I know where it went. And now this is negative 4x minus 2 equals, bringing down what's left. Now people get lost here, but remember I told you, find the letter. And wherever the letter is, you need to move the things that are on that same side of the equal sign. So we're not going to move the 3 to the left side because that's putting more stuff on the left side. We need to move the 4, the negative 4, and the negative 2 away. And remember, we talked about always move the number, not touching the letter first. So this means plus 2 here to make it cancel, plus 2 here to make it reappear. These are like terms anyway, but they're on different sides. So how do I get them together? Change the sign. But be careful with that concept, because here, this 4 and that 5, they're like terms, and how do I get them together? Well, you don't change the sign and make it positive 4, because the opposite of negative 4 times x is divide by negative 4. So this part is dividing because you're doing the opposite of the operation, which means do the opposite of multiply. Up here we were doing the opposite of subtraction, which is adding. That's why the sign got changed. Here the opposite of the operation means opposite of multiply. So divide. X is negative 5 over 4. Yes, the sign does move up. If you type this one in the calculator with the sign at the bottom, you'll be able to see that it does move up. And so that's how you do number 1. Any other questions? While I have your attention, and I've already gone over this on the first video, but since you guys are listening, can I show you how to do a few of these? Next year, when you get to the geometry, you have to do Algebra 1. And I want you to be comfortable with solving equations so that when they give you the geometry part, it's easy. Okay? These are called supplementary angles. Anybody know what supplementary stands for? 180.
Oh, yeah.
So when I take this angle here, it's acute, correct? And I add it to this obtuse angle, it gives me this line, which is equal to 180 degrees. Did everybody follow that? Mm-hmm. So how do you do this problem? Am I worried about you memorizing that supplementary angles are 180? No, you'll have more practice next year. But I do want you to practice solving and setting it up. So this is 2a plus 8 plus 5a minus 10 equals 180. Are you confused? You get it? Y'all lost? What did I do?
You did
Put it all together.
Put it all together. I added the two angles and said it equals 180 because they do. This plus this is 180 because it creates a line. And that line came from supplementary angles, so it's 180. Now you just do the regular, solving that we've been doing. Combine, combine. 8 minus 10 is -2. How many people are saying, "Ooh, miss, I can do that. That's not hard. That's pretty easy." Good. That means I've done my job for you. Good job. That means that when you get to geometry next year, you're not going to have a problem. Because that's what they're going to do. So, you have a packet full of Algebra 1, and then at the end, you have some geometry embedded in it, because I wanted you to see why this lesson is important. Because this is what you have to do next year. Wouldn't it feel good to come back to school next year and already know what you're doing? Yes. Yeah. Let me ask about 4 and 5. What would you set these equal to? 180. So what would you do with 4x minus 10 and 7x minus 8? Add them together and then set them equal to what? 180. Let's look at 1, 2, and 3. What angle would you set it equal to? 90. How do you know? The little box means the right angle means 90 degrees. So x plus 3x plus 10 equals 90, and then you just solve it. This is easy, isn't it? Let's look on the other side. I only have one other thing to show you. Number 10. I don't want to overload you right now with vocabulary. Geometry vocabulary anyway. But this is called vertical angles. And let me explain what vertical angles are. When they are, I like to say, in an X, but the opposite sides of an X, they equal each other. So, if you notice, this looks like an X, correct? And this side is opposite to this side, correct? That means set them equal. And you'll get the reason why when you get to geometry and all of that good stuff. I don't want to give you too much. But you set these equal. And when you get there, they'll teach you the word congruent. It's because they're congruent. These are also vertical angles, so what would you do? Set them equal. And those are the only vertical angles that are on the last 2 pages. I said that was the last one. Well, let's look at 12 real quick. It says that angle ABC is 100. So ABC. So what am I telling you about this whole thing? It's 100. So how would you set it up? 3x minus plus x equals. Good, Jalen. All right. So do you think you have enough information to finish the packet?
Yes.
All right.